I started to get curious about my insides, my energy, like my internal vibrational field and the way that it affects me and my surroundings. I felt cold. I felt empty. I'm like, I used to feel like this as a child. I feel like I had life in my being. I feel like I could feel my internal energy flow. Do desensitization from fear and from trauma, I started to lose who I was and find distractions in order to cope with that losing of self.
Sun soldier warrior, yeah, I got the sword on back, soul intact, rolling through the month and load this broken trap. Center stage, gonna be straight, singing for my God, choose intention, never vain. Lights, camera, action for my purpose and my passion. I've been battling my vices, fuck the fame. Only here to save, center stage, gonna be straight, singing for my God, choose intention, never vain.
My name's Arad. I'm a musician, rapper, vocalist, singer-songwriter, producer, instrumentalist, you know. And yeah, I live here in St. Petersburg, Florida. I'm a street performer here at the Pier. And yeah, Sun Soldier, you know, Sun Soldiership Order. The Sun Soldier initiation, my first one, I created it back in May of 2022. I created the initiation because a couple months prior, I went on something called the hiatus. From February 22nd, 2020 to February 22nd, 2022, deleted all social media platforms, left my job, left my city, and really try to figure out what life was about. Try to figure out how to, let's say, remove myself from the impositions of my, like, the lower vibrational environment that I found myself in, you know, mentally and physically. And through that hiatus, I wrote an album called The Empathetic Realm, and I just went on a journey to try and figure out life. Figure out my purpose, figure out how I can start to reprogram my being to something more harmonious with my intentions and my desires. So after the hiatus was created, or finished, I mean, February 22nd, 2022, I didn't feel like I did it right. I didn't feel like I wasn't feeling right. I'm like, I took 2 years to get it right and I still feel the same. Like, what's the problem? So I'm like, I need to go deeper and actually start to systematically reprogram my being on every facet. So I kind of took all of the practices that I did in my life that I found to be important through at that time, like meditation, prayer, certain fasting and diet, working out, and I created what I call the Sun Soldier initiation, which is a 22-day recalibration of my being on a physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual level. As a result of that, you know, inadequate feeling after the hiatus and a real desire to really move into a new vibration. So the first initiation was from August 14th to September 5th. I didn't plan on doing any more than one. The overall purpose was just to do the initiation and recalibrate for a second, get out of the vibration that I found myself in, that I felt like was pulling me back, and really just get back to my original form, I guess, or my highest potential. And I did those 22 days. The parameters of the initiation for the recalibration is 5 parameters, which is a fruit fast. Over 22 days, you just eat raw fruits and fruit-like vegetables like cucumbers and sweet peppers and such, avocados, you know, for the fats. Working out every single day, 50 push-ups, 50 squats, 40 lunges, 20 pull-ups, or 100 jumping jacks. Meditation every single day, 2 hours altogether, 1 in the morning and 1 at night. 30 minutes of prayer a day, 15 minutes and 15 minutes in the morning, 15 minutes at night, and celibacy or abstinence during that time in order to retain and harness the energy of my being creatively with more intention. Sun Soldier means, to me, is it a devotion? It is a devotion to honor the original code of the human being. I see the sun as the, let's say, the energy source that that projects the light code information onto this planet in order to bear life. And the original design of the human being comes from those light code frequencies or configurations. And we have fallen from grace for some reason or another. The Bible, all these different religions say whatever, but we know we have fallen from grace and accepted some type of impurities and sin as a result. So the initiation is to attempt to devote to raising the vibration to honor the original design, to hopefully mitigate some of the oppression and suffering that is present from that fall from grace and the dysfunction of our being as a result of it. Completing the initiation is very spiritual for me because it's a devotion unto God, letting God know that I am serious and let the universe know that I'm serious about keeping my energy calibrated. Also, the initiation is a literal opportunity for me to have that push, that inspiration to do something that is beneficial from the whole, like my whole being. So like whenever I have the time to go into it, something clicks in my brain and I just go into recalibration mode, like healing mode. We have to understand that our life is a direct reflection of the vibration that we store within. And a lot of our being is a reflection of our trauma and reflection of negative experiences that we had in life. And we kind of program ourselves and put them and hide those or store those things away. And then that's what we actualize our life from. So a lot of the uncomfortability we see inside of our external environment is a direct reflection of who we are. From our first, when we're born, a lot of those traumas are given to us before we have the consent to allow them. So we think that life is uncontrollable because we see our external environment has manifested into something that is not pleasant and we seem so deep within it. But just know that by intentionally observing the traumas of your life, it's observing the environments you were born into and the environments you are currently engaging in, you have the opportunity to completely reprogram your being into the exact vibration and expression that you desire. But it just takes a strategic, process in order to reach that point. And just creating that strategy, you will make it. It's literally laws, universal laws, law of attraction, law of resonance. Whatever you are, you become externally. Everything starts to manifest and your potentialities start to shift in order to reflect who you are. And it's like so much around us, especially as we conform to the paradigm before us, we're constantly being programmed to be this, to be the specific negative defective paradigm that we were born into. So we never have the opportunity to actualize and explore who we truly are. So yeah, just know that if you put the time in every single day to deprogramming from the traumas and the negative thought patterns and emotional reactions to your environment and placing positive intention into your thoughts and into your actions that reflect the reality that you want to be in, like I said, universal law, you will reach it. It just takes time and it takes discipline and it takes intention.
Life is irrelevant, yeah, I got a sauce, got a melanin. I'm at the cost of the eloquent mind, like lost in the elements. Time for our frost and the sediment sounds so it's all. Caution the dogs to the sediment, true for the stars. I'm a settlement, cool from the thought, new veteran, true to the art, been better and fool from the far, been weathering stars. Actually, on top of the cake, with the whole team, when the scene, we the boss of the states. My sister's hard to escape, with the whole we drink, lanes, those toys in the face. Pretend I'm off to this fate, let the go drink, cause it can't be stuck in this game. Listen to the card of the fame, with a so see, cold buck to a skin like Sun Soldier warrior, I got the sword on back, sword intact, rolling through the mud, the lotus broke the trap. To the stage, gonna be straight. Singing for my God, choose intention, never vain. Lights, camera, action for my purpose and my passion. I've been battling my vices, fuck the fame. Only here to say, to the stage, gonna be straight. Singing for my God. I've been lost a while now, feeling fucked up, when the path to fly down. Been in my luck like a natural track now. Big up club from the class and write down everything I wanna bring forth in this life. Eloquent soul, they go, don't die down. Enemy code, Mr. Flow, this is I. Elemental, I go from my sounds, I like that. Mystical sounds, bit from all languages to born languages, singing. Please to be the best and please the choice to bring the recipe to eat the food. I see the future in the desert, universal anti-social medical plant procedure. The plant the seeds of expensive ether like me. Let them all up, pass away. Eloquent blunt in an asshole. Relevant monk in the past, go smoking on the elephant blunt in the glass bowl. Coming up Saturn my whole life. Running to the bags, my new goals. Stuffing in my closet, too bright. I don't know if that's like food. Coming up short, can't afford a mission. Button up short from a great mention. Element earth from the Virgo glisten. Building their soul with a godly mission. Energy flipped in a hard decision. Cause we're on a bet on the pot of pissing. Gonna be straight, manifest the vision. Out of my face, the best religion. Like a backpack, chilling with the team. But you want the world to the world, fame or war show. What for? 5-star city, east state. Find me a Lotus cars, meditating on the stage. Backpack chilling with the team. What you want, the iced out wrist or the 5-mil crib and the keys with a mistress, wife in the on the side, what you want? Yeah, Sun Soldier warrior, I got the sword on back, soul intact, going through the mud, the lotus broke the trap, center stage, gonna be straight, singing for my God, use intention, never vain. Lights, camera, action for my purpose and my passion. I've been battling my vices, fuck the fame. Only here to say, center stage, gonna be straight. Singing for my God, choose intention, never vain. Yeah, yeah.
You can find me on Instagram at Arad Music, AHROD Music, MUSIC. And you can find me on Spotify, Apple Music, all streaming platforms under Arad, AHROD. I got a couple songs out right now, but a whole LP is coming, the Empathetic Realm, which really deals with that process of what I was talking about. This is from experience that I have kind of formulated this faith that I can move into a high vibration of self by recalibrating my being, exploring my traumas, and putting intention to the vibrations that I am embodying. So the LP, the Empathetic Realm, is about that itself. And got another EP coming out called the Sun Soldier Initiation EP, which deals with, you know, the energy of the Sun Soldier Initiation. And it was dark. That's what brought me into it, was the darkness that I was trying to fight. I did not want to be in no low vibrations no more. It is not my life. I do not conform to that, accept it, and I know that I have the strength because I am birthright expression of God itself. So I have the potential to remove myself from the vibration. So that's what the Sun Soldier Initiation EP is about. And you can find those coming soon on all streaming platforms. So follow me on Instagram so you can be prepared for when they drop. And that's it. Much love.